girl being put up on a tow truck. Yep. I'm hoping that it was because I made a silly mistake and oiled where the belt was and made it slip off. Hope the water pump is not messed up. Anyway, because water did come out after the belt came off. Anyway, we will find out shortly. Beachcricket out. This is where I'm at. I'm inside the van. I'm staying the night. They've ordered the parts. I am at a repair shop. They're very nice. Here, nice place. Fixing the brakes on that boat over there. Anyway, we're inside the van. A little messy right now. There's Riley. Hi, Riley. Just gotta come say hello. And she's all cuddled up on where I sleep at. Aren't you? Roxy's underneath there. She's hiding. Anyway, yep, that's our scenario. Broke down today. This is one of the things that happens when you are a van dweller, isn't it, Riley? Isn't it, Riley? Yes, it is. Whoop. She's jumping on me and I'm trying to turn this thing around. Hold on. So, what has happened is I broke down today. I have been hearing a tiny little click. And I've been listening and I've been watching the gauges very carefully. I'm very good at that. I watch gauges and I check my fluids all the time. So anyway, the clicking noise. It's been 2 days. And so I decided that I would oil with WD-40 the little annoying noise. And I couldn't tell really where it was. I had the engine running and so I was spraying and I sprayed where the serpentine belt goes, where it is with the little round little pulleys and things. You're not supposed to do that. It will make your belt come off. Anyway, I was leaving this morning to go to another location and I saw a bear sign. And whenever I see an information sign that I like, I am going to make a signs of my travels video. And so if I find one that's something that I haven't seen, I go and take pictures of them. So it was a good thing I did this. I stopped because I did not realize the belt had slipped off when I stopped. And as I'm walking back to the van, there is steam coming out from under the hood and water gushing underneath. I'm like, no, it's gotta be the water pump just went out. And then I thought, well, maybe since the serpentine belt came off, maybe that caused it to have this reaction in the water. And I'm like, no, it's got, I know it is. Wishful thinking. So I have roadside assistance, and I highly recommend when you're going out on the road to have some type of roadside assistance with you, you know, so that you can be safe and be picked up when you do have mishaps, because you are going to have mishaps. It's just life. I mean, you have them at your home location where you're at. Why wouldn't you think that being out on the road that you're not going to have them? You're going to have them. So, I mean, it's just life. It's just, you know, this is equipment. Things break down. We break down, you know, so you have to be prepared for these things. And so I got picked up. They were fast, within 20 minutes, and I had located a place to take the van. And they looked at it and they're like, okay, we think but let us make sure. And yeah. So there's several things that need to be replaced. The belt, because it's got oil all over it. And so don't do that. Learn from. I had to pick this up because my camera battery went out. Anyway, the things that had to be replaced on the van this time was, of course, the water pump, the serpentine belt that I had messed up because I had coated it with oil, and that was kind of pricey too. Let's see, what was that little baby? $68. Ouch. The water pump was $110. And then there's this dry belt tensioner, and that wasn't cheap either. That was $121, about $122. So let's see what else we had. And of course we had to put antifreeze in there, so that was $15. And a radiator cap, and what else did we have? Trying to think of everything. There were some other tiny little things that they took care of, you know, which was very helpful. It ended up being $630. Yeah. And thank goodness my daughter, Tazza, is always there for me when I break down. It's like I either have almost, or this time, practically nothing. I had some other expenses that had come up beforehand, and I'm in between with the paycheck system, so yeah. So I had to get my little guardian angel to help me out on this one. Thank goodness for a good daughter. Thanks, Taz. Love you. And so we got that going and got that taken care of, and I'm out of there. They were wonderful people. They were really nice to me. I had to stay the night there in my van in front of their business because they had to order all the parts. So had to stay there, and then they put her in. Cinnamon Girl went in about 8:30, and I think it was around a little after 1 o'clock that she was completed. Now another really interesting, got a hair in my face, another interesting thing that I noticed was that the steering is a lot tighter. So I don't know what they did. It pulled just a slight little bit to the right sometimes when you put the brake on. Not really, really bad. But anyway, it's like taken care of. So I don't know if they tightened up something somewhere along the line, did something, but anyway, they were checking a lot of things out when they were underneath there. So I think they did me a little added service there, because it seems like it's corrected. So anyway, I mean, you have to laugh at these things. There are pitfalls in life that come at you here and there, and it's all on how you deal with it. And living the van life is no different than living your normal life as far as ups and downs that come at you, and you just have to roll with it. If you don't have a good sense of humor, if you are a hothead and you get upset really easy, van life might not be for you, because you are going to have things that happen, and it feels a little amplified when you're out here all on the, all by yourself on the road. Because you feel isolated. You feel like, oh my gosh, who am I going to call? What am I going to do? There's these instances that you feel, you feel very, very much alone. So you've got to have a little toughness to yourself, a little thick skin in life anyway. But when you're out on the road and you're surviving in a different format, you know, and it really will show how tough you are in any kind of situation that comes up. You have to think, be street smart. You have to weigh out all the options. You have to prepare yourself. The big thing is being prepared. It really helps to have a savings of some sort, you know, so that you will have a backup. You know, and roadside assistance is key to this life. You must have that because you are going to break down. I mean, why would you think that you would not? I mean, you're traveling all the time. So for most of us are traveling full time on the road. And even if you're doing it slightly here and there, I mean, eventually you are going to have a breakdown. Things break down. Like I said earlier, we break down, things break down. And it's just a reality of life, and it's best to try to prepare yourself as much as possible on those you know, pitfalls that happen. So this time I had to rely on a family member that is always supportive and loving for me. Thank goodness I have her. But you know, what if I didn't have her? I would have been in a really bad fix. So it's really made me look at harder on how I'm doing my finances, and I really need to always put aside money just for road emergencies. I was doing that in the beginning, and somewhere along the line I was having too much fun and stopped doing it, and an emergency did come up. You know, I had the funds for it 2 different other times, but you know, you've got to keep it going. So anyway, we're on the road. We are in Warren, Pennsylvania. They are going to have, well, they are having a 4th of July celebration. They started on Friday, and they're carrying it all the way through Monday on the 4th. They're doing quite a few things. The real thing, the most exciting thing to me, besides the fireworks, because I love fireworks. I'm a pyro at heart. Fires, love them. But anyway, the Clydesdales. They are going to be here today at 2 o'clock. I'm really excited about seeing those big Clydesdales horses from Budweiser. I have always wanted to see them, never have, and so it's going to be fun. So I'll probably be videotaping that so that you can see what's going on with that. Anyway, happy 4th to everybody. Woohoo! God bless America, and I hope you have a safe and wonderful 4th of July. Beachcricket out. Bye-bye.